Okay, so firstly, I'll go ahead and state that this is not a video from any of my video categories, such as the unboxings playlist, or, well, it's technically an unboxing, but it's not from that playlist, it's not from my repairs playlist, it's nothing like that. I just bought this and I just want to show you the item which I got off eBay, because I got it for a really good price, because these things usually go for an excess of 150 to 200, even broken ones go for more than $100. This one is untested, so it could work, it could not work. Either way, I don't care. I already have one of these back home, my personal unit, but I always wanted another one, and it's finally here. This is an iPod Classic first generation, or simply put, the very first iPod. The first iPod, the one that Steve Jobs held up right here like that in, what was it, 2001? Yeah, 2001. It's the very first iPod, the one that started the whole iPod craze and all of that. And one of Apple's most successful devices. Well, it started the most successful, one of Apple's most successful lineups, the iPod. It was listed, it was marketed as 1,000 songs in your pocket by Steve Jobs. And it was a success. It was a really big success for Apple. Brought them into the portable music industry, market. And yeah, so what it is, it's a very first gen iPod Classic with the scroll wheel, not the click wheel, the scroll wheel. Well, wait, the mechanical scroll wheel. There we go, the mechanical scroll wheel. So it has a moving scroll wheel, not a touch wheel like in the iPod Nano. Where is that thing? So it's not that wheel where you just like, it's not touch sensitive. It actually spins. I'll show you that in a minute. So this is the original listing. I got it for $48, which is a killer deal considering how expensive these things get. I don't think using USPS packaging like that is legal. I don't know. Either way, there it is. That is the very first gen iPod. AC358, that's the model number, as I remember. This one is in really good condition. There was one cheaper for $35, but the seller had taken it apart and said that it doesn't work properly, and I don't want one that was taken apart. This one doesn't seem to be tampered with and is in excellent condition. Let's have a closer look at it. So that's the iPod itself. So how do you know it's a first gen? Because that was a first gen revision and the second gen. So the second gen, the difference between the first gen and the second gen is that the second gen obviously didn't have the scroll wheel, but as you can see, it actually moves there. Let me keep a piece of paper there. Well, let me move this. There we go. It actually moves. The second gen actually had the touch sensitive wheel like in this one. The iPod branding at the back. Now, as you can see, this is a uneven font. It's pretty scratched up there, but as you can see here, there is a end at the P there. The I has that one. If you close this off, it looks like a one, and it's like, you know, a different font from what Apple used later. So the second gen has a font just like this. So if you can see the difference there, the font differences. The font is more bold on the newer ones, and the second gen has it just like this. So that's how you recognize. And oh, at the top, the second gen has an entire the stainless steel part covers this entire piece, but in this it doesn't. So that is the iPod. It's not going to work right out because you need a Thunderbolt cable. Well, wait, not Thunderbolt, Firewire. You need a Firewire cable for this thing, and I do not know where I could find one of those things. I mean, there are cheap ones on eBay, but I don't want to use a cheap one for an iPod that possibly may work. The battery is probably fried. I'll have to take it out and jimmy rig something to run off DC power. But apart from that, it looks really good. It's not many scratches. I mean, the back is pretty scratched up, but apart from that, not many scratches. And yeah, that's just, I just want to show you this. All the buttons seem fine. That seems fine. There's a bit of damage up there. Scroll wheel seems okay. All buttons click. Pretty shiny at the back there. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'll be posting more things on this, obviously. Maybe a video where I try and turn it on. Maybe I try and fix it. There'll be more content coming from me about this iPod, so please stay tuned for that. And please don't forget to subscribe and check out my channel. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing. And I will see you guys in my next video.